4 years, it's a long time. What did you do before college?
I worked as a doctor before college. I'd studied medicine at Newcastle University and worked as a junior doctor in the public hospital system for a couple of years and then trained as a GP.
Okay. So, a GP, doctor, a very responsible job in the community. Why college?
I really loved working as a GP. Honestly, I loved it. And being a GP gives you a window into some of the toughest things that life can throw at us. And I think over that time, I just became convinced that the most important thing of all was for everybody to be in a restored relationship with God through Jesus. And so whereas I really enjoyed my work as a GP, I thought that if I can be involved in the work of helping people to know Jesus, that would be even better. I was somewhat familiar with some of the Moore College material. I'd been working my way through the PTC External Studies course and just found it so biblically rich, a teasing appetizer. So I thought if I can come and do the full thing sometime, that would be great.
Okay. There are lots of things we could talk about in terms of your time at college. I'm going to do a plug here for church history. Funny that. But in your 4th year, you did something which was really interesting in terms of your church history essay. Would you like to tell us a little about what you did and why you did it and what you learnt?
Sure. I studied the history of the Anglican Church on Lord Howe Island. I remember telling some friends who have just been up on stage at Campos Coffee Shop that I decided to do my research project on Lord Howe Island. They couldn't believe it. They thought I was joking. I then told them that, of course, I had to do a field trip to the island to do some research. And it just kept getting worse because I then told them that the Vice Principal, Bill Salir, had kindly given me an exemption from mission to go to Lord Howe Island and conduct my research. Which I did, and I had a fabulous time doing that. There was a point there on the island when I thought to myself, 4th year Moore College isn't that bad after all. But I really loved it. A couple of things struck me in my research. I was convinced of the importance of Christian partnerships. The Sydney Diocese has supported the very small Anglican Church on Lord Howe Island throughout its history. The diocese has funded locums to the island, and it's meant that a faithful Christian witness has gone on for over 100 years. The other thing that struck me was that ministry takes place over time. The chaplains or locums who were there on the island for the longer periods had the most effective ministry, and that was a good lesson for me to learn, that Christian ministry takes time. There's no shortcuts.
And if I remember rightly, you did ask me if there was funding from the college for this trip.
I did ask that, yes.
You did ask that.
I got to know.
I would have given it to you, but I didn't have any money. Okay, so what now in the future? You finished your BD, we've heard tonight where you're serving. Tell us a little bit about that, what you think.
I'd love to get a job on Lord Howe Island. Look, I'm really not too sure. We're serving up at St John's Asquith, just north of Hornsby. It's early days, but really enjoying that and thankful to God for the opportunities there. We'll be there for a few years, couple of years, not too sure, but really happy to be there at the moment. Beyond that, not sure. We'll preach Christ wherever we land.
That's the important bit, isn't it? Preaching Christ wherever. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.